So we are made up of three parts: body, the physical part, the soul, which is the inner man, and then the spirit, which is God's place. God, in his infinite wisdom and creativity, had us in his blueprint, had us in his blueprint in mind when he created us. Like I said, I'm always marveling as I journey through this life, admiring the beauty of his creativity. So Luke 24:29, it says, behold my hand and my feet. That it is. I myself handle me and see, for a spirit has no flesh and bones, as you see me have. A spirit does not have flesh and bones. You got to be able to see this thing with your spiritual eye. You got to be able to measure it, discern it according to the Word of God. The Word of God is the best analysis, diagnosis that you can determine, or you can make a decision about any kind of behavior that you're dealing with. The Word of God will show you what witchcraft look like. The Word of God will show you what insecurity look like, jealousy, bitterness. I mean, last night at the training, it was a young lady there, and she don't even know this man. She don't even know this man, but he was just giving us, talking about, his job and what he does there. And she's standing on the side to my, child, please. Honey, he getting training. He just don't want to say it. And I'm looking at her, I'm like, wow, look at the bitterness in this girl. She don't even know this man. She don't even know this man, but she got something negative to say about this man. That's a spirit of bitterness. That's a spirit of bitterness. That's a judgmental spirit, and that's a very angry person that you're dealing with. That you don't even know this man, that you can make an accusation about him. That's somebody that's not satisfied with themselves, y'all.
Wow.
And you'll see people like that all the time. They can be in the store, they can be in town, and they can see somebody. Look at that big old butt. She thinks she's something. You don't even know that lady. You don't even know these people.
Yeah, they do that.
I mean, y'all ever seen anybody like that? They just got something to say about everybody. And the thing about it, you don't even know these people.
Yeah. Negative.
It's a spirit that you're dealing with. It's a spirit of bitterness. It's a spirit that's an angry person. That somewhere in life, something has caused them to be angry. So, depraved. Depraved is to make crooked, to lead to bad habits, to make morally corrupt, and perverted wicked. We'll probably come back to that. Anger. Let's look at anger. Anger is defined as displeasure. Anger is defined as a displeasure resulting from an injury. Is that how you was feeling, you woman of God?
Mm-hmm.
Resulting from an injury?
Mm-hmm.
Something that you have been mistreated?
Yep.
You feel like you have been mistreated?
Yep.
Opposition, usually showing itself in a desire to fight back at the supposed calling of this feeling. And that's caught my attention right there. Because you got a person that feel like they've been mistreated,
yeah,
and they're in opposition, and most of the time people that's in opposition and dealing with anger, they actually in opposition with themselves. And they got a feeling to fight back. Mm-hmm. They fight back to the spirit, they fight back with the spirit of anger, and a lot of times they're fighting themselves. They're fighting themselves why they don't like themselves. They don't treat themselves right. They emotionally torment themselves. And that's what it says. It say this word, fight back at the supposed calling of what? This feeling. People will fight you. They'll fight yourself. For no reason at all. Because of the spirit of anger. It's an inflammation of a sore or a wound. Pain or trouble to distress, to make one painfully inflamed. It means to be enraged. Enraged, should have a D there. It's a feeling of resentful or revengeful displeasure. Isn't that something? This thing make you feel real bad. Mm-hmm. This will take you into depression too. Y'all see this? It would take you into depression Indignation implies a righteous anger, aroused by what seems unjust. You're gonna make sense out of it. You're gonna make sense out of it. You're gonna make sense out of it. You're gonna justify it. You're gonna feel out why you should be angry, so they're gonna give you a right to hold on to it. And that's gonna develop your soul tie right there. Because you're taking ownership of it. You owning that thing, boy. And you think you got control over it, and you don't got control over it. It's controlling you.
Amen.
It's shutting down your finances. It's shutting down doors. It's shutting down opportunities. You're destroying relationships because you can't stay in a relationship with nobody. Why? Because you're going to be always bickering. You're going to be always agitating. You're going to always find something wrong with the situation. That's why the Bible says it's better to live in the house alone than to live in the house with a crabby woman. And we can talk about the men too now. But it says better to live in the desert alone than to live in the house with a crabby woman. It says like the rain on the rooftop. Just agitating, just pounding, just pounding. Just always pounding. Can't never please them. This wrong, you didn't do this right, you didn't do this right. You know, why you didn't knock the dirt off the floor? Why you move my pencil? Or, you know, why you move my, I know I had my sweater right there. Or, you know, I mean, just little bitty stuff.
Yeah.
Just little bitty stuff. And not only will you do it to your husband or your wife, you'll do it to anybody else around you. People have to walk around eggshells on you. They're afraid to move anything. They're afraid to touch anything. They're afraid to even say the wrong thing because you're gonna retaliate on them. You're gonna continue to wound their spirit. You're gonna beat them down. You're gonna continue to damage them. Am I helping anybody tonight?
Amen.
Why, Chris, why you laughing? That's you, Chris.
Nah, that's my wife sometimes. That's what it is.
Oh, wow.
She gonna get the video. Y'all just had an anniversary of this. She gonna get the video. Chris, that's his wife.
Uh-oh.
You was glad when you Facebook Live. That's why I told her, see, the girl say, you on Facebook Live? I told her no, because I don't want to, you know, sometimes you get intense up in here. So suppose we'd have been Facebook Live and Chris, her wife, heard. She probably put her girdle on tonight. Probably go sleep in the other room or go sleep on the sofa. Probably turn her back. You probably gonna get on for a while. Let's be honest. Y'all know how women do, right?
Up in the church talking
Look at right, laughing. Norma laughing. Y'all laughing? Y'all know how y'all do? Put them girdles on, put all over girdle. Not the one piece either. Not the kind you can just cut off.
Yeah, the one whole.
You got to tear the whole thing off. Yeah. Then you angry trying to sleep. And like you say, you're hoping they come and chase you. Hoping they come 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, you waking up. Now you done came back to reality. The anger done calm down a little bit. You know. Ever right about it, Debbie? Amen. See, I'm glad we got some witnesses in the house tonight.
All right, Apostle.
Everybody ain't too saved.
Yeah.
Amen. Because we can't have our way sometimes. We're gonna get there too. We're gonna get there too.
Yeah.
But it is aroused by what seems unjust. Anger can turn into rage, resulting in violent outbursts, in which self-control is lost, resulting in what? Words. When an angry person cannot control their temper, man, they will curse you out. They will say all kind of words to you. And words have power. People don't believe that words have power. How many times they'll call you the MF? Or the B?
Yep.
Do you know what that means? And then a lot of times we accepted that. We accepted that because you didn't know how to renounce it. And so you accepted and you came into agreement with it. And you may be wondering now, why are you feeling the way you feel about yourself? Because you don't even realize the word curses that has been imposed over you or spoke over your life when you was a child or when you're in your adolescence or in the transition of your life, and you accepted that. You belittled yourself. You came into agreement with that. You may think you didn't, but you did. So it can result in words, actions. How many times you got beat, slapped, and you know, or you get given a silent treatment, or you received some kind of punishment. And you accepted that. And it made you angry. And you didn't know how to deal with it. So, I don't want to get ahead of myself. Looks. How many times people can look at you? Do you know people can actually project the spirit of witchcraft on you by looking at you in the wrong way? You accept that thing?
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
What's that?
Yeah.
You like,
Look
what she doing?
That's it.
Yeah.
What you doing?
Wow.
Yeah. I had a pastor, the pastor that this book I'm reading, witchcraft, roots. And she was saying how she was in a service one night. And they was praying for this bishop or whatever. She said God just told her to look up. She said when she looked up, she said with this lady, it's like that lady was, you know. And she said every time after that, she said she just started this spirit of confusion and all different kind of stuff just started happening. And she said one day the Lord began to reveal to her, remember that night she projected witchcraft on you through her eyes. Because you're dealing with an angry person. Because remember, you're not dealing with flesh and blood. You're dealing with spirits that operate in the atmosphere. And if you're not careful, if you don't know, and if these people know their stuff, then guess what? You find you can be bound and don't even know it. That's why you have to have a prayer life. You have to continue to pray over yourself. You have to continue to renounce, and you have to continue to release your angels. Why do you think God gave us all this spiritual power? Why do you think he told us the weapons of our warfare are not common? Didn't you know he knew you was going to be in warfare? Didn't you know David said he teaches my hands how to war and my fingers how to fight? Don't you know Exodus say he's a man of war? Don't you know that we're in a spirit of battle every day? Paul said we're like sheep going up every day to be slaughtered. So there are different assignments the enemy can send out with the spirit of anger. This thing is powerful. Even you yourself, if you've been angry enough, you don't project this stuff on people too. You don't pray that them people didn't make it. You pray that spirit of hatred on that person. I've heard people say they pray that people have accidents. I pray that they don't make it. I pray that their car break down. I pray that they don't never prosper. You're not going to sit here tonight and tell me you ain't never prayed that prayer on somebody. You ain't never thought the thought.
I did.
Because Peter talks about those ill thinkings.
I did.
He talks about those different attitudes. You pray